welcome back to the program. As we always do every month, we want to get an update on what's going on in Village Management Services. And to do that, Siobhan Foster, our CEO for VMS, is here. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, so budgets are being locked in. I've had a lot of board members on from a lot of the boards, and they've been talking about their budgets kind of getting finalized. Where are we there?
Right. It's an iterative process, as you know. So the version 2 meetings are coming up in July. On the screen before you are the remaining meetings in the budget process, but I wanted to highlight the version 2 meetings that are coming up in July again. GRF meets on Wednesday, July 10th at 1:30 p.m. United meets on Wednesday, July 17th at 1:30 p.m. And the third board will meet Monday, July 15th at 9:30 a.m. And all those meetings are in the boardroom.
Okay, those meetings aren't as fun as the next topic, and that's Clubhouse 1 renovations. They're going along pretty well, right?
They are. So I wanted to give a quick update on the beautification process, which began on March 4th and remains on schedule for completion in late August. Just to recap, the key milestones completed to date included relocating all the user groups and activities, demolition, establishing the temporary bus service hub, exterior and interior painting, flooring and drywall patching. Other tasks are proceeding as planned, including window replacement, electrical work, ballroom fireplace renovations, and bathroom upgrades. And then there's also work that's not part of the original beautification project that is taking place while the facility is closed.
Right.
That includes pool replastering, new pool chemical distribution system, parking lot rehabilitation, and beam replacement in the shuffleboard and archery rooms.
Since the whole place is shut down anyway, get that work done too. It sounds like a great plan. And we got some great pictures I wanted to take a look at. We got some progress here.
We do.
People get to peer behind the veil, the curtain.
So on the left side of the screen is the multi-purpose room as it currently looks. On the right side is the new billiards room, which was the previous art room, and you can see the new windows in that room.
That's terrific.
And then next are the restroom and the tile installation that's ongoing.
That looks great too. We're doing well.
And then a big component is the pool locker room redo. You'll see the post-demolition on the left and then the build back that's starting on the right-hand side.
And it all looks like a great modernization that's going on in there too. It really has a modern look to it as opposed to the old kind of 60-year-old look they had before.
Right.
And you got one more here in the conference room?
Yes, and again, post-demolition on the left and then the conference rooms as they currently appear in progress.
So progress is happening. It's a great peer behind the curtain there. Residential services enhancements. Tell us a little bit what's going on in the automated common area, request emails and that kind of thing.
Sure. So we have now implemented a system change where we send automated emails for common area requests. And some examples of those are laundry room repairs, street lights, rodents, shrubs, things that occur outside of the manor. And so now residents can track those both via the emails they receive or on the resident portal. And this provides a transparent, convenient way to stay updated on the progress of those common area
and that's
tickets.
great efficiency to know things are going on, but people aren't being busy by having to constantly write emails to folks to let them give them the progress reports.
Correct.
Right?
And again, this is a system modification, so it's great.
And so those tickets come in, and how do folks figure out what's going on there?
They can see, they'll receive an automated email indicating that it was received. They receive updates throughout the process, or they can just check their resident portal.
Okay, that sounds like it's working there. What are some other things we're doing in resident services? Why do the updates matter, I guess is what I want to talk about.
Sure. It makes it more efficient because people, like you said, don't have to make repeat calls. We're more responsive to our residents' needs and further heightens their customer service experience, which is the goal.
And you kind of moved away from requests associated with like individual manners and those kinds of things as well.
Well, we have all those features for those,
okay.
but this is, if you're out taking a walk and you see something and you report it, you can track its progress.
Make it happen. Okay, so other communication enhancements. Do you have a brochure that folks can take a look at?
We do. This is a new brochure created by our communications team working with resident services that details all the self-service options available to our residents, such as the resident portal, Dwelling Live, and other features that we have. It's available in resident services out at the clubhouses. And again, it helps us enhance resident services and improve resident satisfaction with the way we serve them.
And this next one's a big one. We've been talking about this for a long time, and it's been going on behind the scenes, the website transformation kind of a progress. What's going on there?
Sure. So we just completed a major milestone in the website redo. This is the design phase. It's now complete. This phase identified key functionalities, design elements for residents, board members, vendors, realtors, and staff. And it created the design wireframes that align brand guidelines, vision, and resident expectations. And we're currently working on the development phase that focuses on document handling, search features, and single sign-on integration. So residents can just sign on using their typical sign-on.
Okay. And how about when do you think this is going to, the big rollout is going to be? I know that's a tough question.
The target is late August, early September. And we did want to thank, we had a number of residents who collaborated with us on this, reviewing different segments of the project.
Kind of let them test the beta and see how
Exactly.
things are functionality, because you never know until you really click through all those levels of what's really working and what isn't.
Right. So again, want to thank those residents who've
That's
been
terrific.
involved.
And what's going on with recreation? Let's find out what's happening over there.
Sure. Recreation is announcing a full Gate 12 facilities closure. This will take place on Monday, August 12th, and this will allow a one-day slurry coat and striping project of the parking facilities behind Gate 12. So just to reiterate, closed on that day will be golf, Restaurant 19, pickleball, lawn bowling, pool 2, and clubhouse 2. And again, it's a one-day project. Get it in and get it done so we don't disrupt anybody any further.
Well, we'll make sure to put that in our Stay Informed segment as that gets closer in August
Yes,
as well.
yes.
We'll make sure everybody knows that one. That's an important one. Security services update. We got some good stuff about earthquake coming up.
We do. We're often asked about emergency preparedness. So there is an earthquake hero disaster preparedness event being planned by security. This will include vendors to help educate and supply our village residents. We'll provide an earthquake simulator experience. Orange County Sheriff and Fire authorities will host booths and discuss their disaster strategies. A Northridge earthquake video, which has become very popular, will illustrate how residents helped one another during rescue operations during the big Northridge quake. And then staff is collaborating with Earthquake Hero on an event date. It's anticipated to be held 1 month prior to the Great Shakeout, which is occurring on October 17th.
Are you going to get in the earthquake simulator? I've been in those, and they rock you around a little bit.
Not my favorite experience.
No, that's one I was going to skip on that one. SE ticket management, what's going on in that area?
Yeah, we're pleased to announce a customer service enhancement, which now allows our staff to access SEE's ticket management system, which allows us to efficiently monitor progress or non-progress on tickets assigned to Edison. We have Edison lights in our community.
Right, that
and this
makes
gives
sense.
us a better tool to be able to stay on top of those because sometimes they take some time.
Right. Sometimes communication back and forth, and since it's their work, you're not in charge of it. But with that extra communication, sounds like a good idea there. Lighting.
Yes.
On the common areas and all around, there's a division of who gets to be in charge of what, right?
There sure is. So in GRF owns and maintains its own walkway lights, and there are no street lights in the GRF areas. Then you go to United, and the City of Laguna Woods owns and maintains the street lights in United, and United owns its own walkway lights. And then we go to Third, where it's very complicated. Third owns its own street light poles, light fixtures, and they have a contractor who maintains those. But SCE owns the electrical equipment from the pole to the transformer. So it's kind of a mixed bag there.
It's quite the jigsaw puzzle you guys have to manage over there.
And then, walkway lights, the low-level ones, Third owns and VMS repairs. Walkway lights on poles in Third, SCE owns and repairs those poles. And then exterior lights on buildings, carports, et cetera, are maintained by VMS.
Okay,
within
so
Third.
if someone wants to report lighting issues, where do they? It sounds like a jigsaw puzzle, but where can they go
Call
first?
resident services
There we go.
or email resident services.
And they'll know who to put the ticket order in for, and
Exactly.
who knows who does what, right?
Right.
Okay, that's the key to that one. Make sure that's your point of contact.
Exactly,
there.
and that's the point we wanted to make.
So VMS strategic planning. All groups like yourselves have a strategic planning on what we're doing in the future. So let's talk a little about the mission statement and the vision.
Sure. So on May 22nd, the VMS board and executive staff came together to update the VMS strategic plan. And VMS's mission statement is to ensure that Laguna Woods Village residents receive unparalleled opportunities to enjoy the utmost in active living. And then our mission statement is to be the premier private community in the West for active 55-plus adults.
Okay.
And then we set
And
new...
that translates into a 5-year plan. That
Yes. Well, we set 3-year goals
Okay,
and then
3-year goals.
6-month action items, but our goals for 2024 through 2027 are the following: to enhance communication among staff, boards, and residents, provide exceptional customer service, improve operational efficiency and effectiveness, proactively work with boards to maintain financial stability, and attract and develop high-quality staff.
Okay. And what are the next steps in sort of the strategic planning in terms of how we're going to actually make those things happen?
So we're finalizing our 6 months action items, we call them, and they will touch on things such as under enhancing communication, providing the most effective tools to ensure timely responsiveness, effectively communicate our achievements, promote communication vehicles to increase use by residents. And then under each one, we have a series of items that we're going to try to accomplish.
Right. And it also includes in terms of that working with the boards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so in terms of the strategic planning for the next steps and maintain their financial stability and all those things?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So again, yeah, just on screen are the various steps that we will be taking.
Right. And I know that that's one of the main things that the board here does is just making sure that you guys are on point with the budgets and they're spending the money right, and there's all sorts of programs that incentivize people to find those efficiencies that continue as well.
Right, right.
All right, well, thank you so much, Siobhan Foster, VMS CEO, for coming in and giving us a quick update. That was a lot of ground to cover, and we did it.
Thank you.
Enjoy your meeting at the Third today.
I appreciate that.
All right, thanks so much. When we come back, we'll be talking to folks from the Democratic Club. Stay with us.